Yes, now as per the information that has been shared by police sources, it is being told that the accused in the matter, Rohit Arya, has been shot dead. Now this happened that when the to barge in the entire premises through the washroom way, and after which it was efforts were made to get control over the accused. Now as soon as the police tried getting control over him, it was that the accused Rohit Arya, he tried opening fire at the police officials, after which he too was shot at, and as soon as he was shifted to the hospital for treatment, it is being told that he is currently dead. Now this is currently at in Powai, where Rohit Arya, he took these kids under hostage and warned the officials through a mobile video that if his demands are not met, he is going to injure the kids as well as kill his own self. Now Mumbai police, trying to pacify the situation, they ensured that all the kids were rescued safely, but in this entire case the accused here has been shot. He was earlier taken to the, but that is when during the treatment he is currently declared dead, and this has happened just a while ago, where he was taken to the hospital for treatment, but currently it is being told as per sources that Rohit Arya is dead. Back to you.
Right, Sujata. Of course, Rohit Arya earlier had released a video making the threats and demanding to speak with certain individuals there. Of course, the good news is that all the children hostages, they have now been rescued, and they are with their parents, and they are gone for medical checkup. But talk to us more about Rohit Arya. What we're also learning is that he was a social activist from Pune, and that he took this step, and he took children as hostages because of some non-payment for his project.
Well, certainly. Now, these are grounds to investigate upon, because the Mumbai police too, like DCP Rattan Alawade in his media interaction stated that there are multiple angles that are coming up in the story, and it is important to first, get the ground and the basic information right during investigation and find out of what exactly was the background of the accused in the case, which is Rohit Arya. And it is when the police tried, as soon as they entered the premises through the way of the washroom, is when he opened a round of fire, and the police too tried to retaliate to get control over him, and that is when he was injured. And as soon as he was injured, he was taken out and taken to the hospital, and that is when during his treatment he has been pronounced dead. But it was again the situation that the Mumbai police they retaliated in, but at this point it is also the background of that, because it is clear that Rohit Arya had some other questions that he wanted to ask the authorities. He did not name any, but he clearly stated that there are questions that he needs answers from, and even if he gets those answers, he needs to do some sort of cross questioning to people, and after which he'll be letting the children free. Now in that very video, he's also stating that he's not sure what will he do with the kids. He's just kept them hostages, and as soon as his demands are met, he'll try not to injure or harm any of these kids. But he did say that he is not going to take any responsibility on any sort of harm that is being done to the children. But it was Mumbai police who reached the situation, first made an alarming call, and thereafter with the back route they entered the premise, and there they tried to talk to the accused first. That is when Rohit, who already had a gun with him, he tried firing at the police. That is when police did another round of firing, and in that Rohit Arya, he was injured, immediately taken to the hospital and out from this very spot, and that is when during treatment he is currently pronounced dead. But also, it is important to understand what was the situation. These footages that will be investigated, and then after an official statement by the Mumbai police too is expected in the matter. Back to you.
Right, Sujata, of course, we do know that Rohit Arya was mentally ill, and he had taken these children who had come for auditions for a web series as hostages, and the police officials were trying to negotiate with him, but it was Rohit Arya who fired at the police first, after which in the retaliatory attack that he was shot and he succumbed to his injuries. But of course, the investigation is going on as we speak. The good news is that the children are safe. the kids are out. But we need to talk more about the intent of this man. Of course, this hostage situation happening in broad daylight in Mumbai. Talk to us more on that.
Well, certainly, and like you mentioned, the intent needs to be spoken about, because this is not the first case in Mumbai where there have been such situations of people being taken into hostages. In this very case, it is the young kids who had come here, in fact, for auditioning with their parents present around the premise, waiting for their kids to come back, and that is when they get to know that the children have been kidnapped. They have been kept as hostages, that too by a person who is said to be mentally challenged. Now, in this situation, the parents too were in a state where anything could have happened to the children. And we also spoke to some policemen who were present here, and there were stains of blood on their uniform. Now, what exactly happened within the premises is something that only the officials as well as the witnesses who were present there on the spot, they know. But one thing is for sure, that while the accused was taken out from this very premise, he was injured, and it is now being told that because of the firing that was done initially by the accused and later by a retaliation by the police, in which he was taken to the hospital for treatment. Now, DCP Datta Nalawade in his media interaction stated that the accused has been taken to the hospital, but then it was not mentioned that firing has been. Now, it was being taken case where, because of him being mentally challenged, he would be first taken to the hospital and then later be questioned. But now, after the entire series of happenings, it is likely that firing first would have taken place, after which the accused was taken to the hospital, and there during treatment he was pronounced dead by the medical team. Forensic team too have reached the spot. They are here to collect evidences, and thereafter they too will be examined to find out what exactly transpired in those entire hours of events that took place, where the incident was reported at 1:45 p.m. Thereafter, within 15 to 20 minutes, police rushed to the spot. Parents were taken into a safe shelter, and then children, as soon as they were seen waving from the windows trying to seek help, is when the police made efforts to just rush within the premises, get control over the accused. Now, this was done because of firing, because it was initially that the gun that was with the accused in the matter who first opened the firing, and then the police in retaliation to get control, and also so that he doesn't hurt or injure any other kid in those series of events, is why the police had later got onto another firing round, and that is when he was injured. He was then taken to the hospital. Police officials are here leaving the spot, and they are rushing after investigation that is being done, though they are not willing to speak to the media. But DCP Datta Nalawade, who was here just a while ago, he during his interaction stated that all of the efforts were done to ensure that the children were safe, and that is when the police was able to get control over the accused, and as soon as he was taken to the hospital during treatment, he was pronounced dead. What exactly is his background? Where does his family belong to? Is he really from Nanded or not? Or several such questions about his locality, about his residence needs to be interrogated at this point. But yes, this could have been turned out to be even more serious, because the accused being mentally challenged could have injured or harmed other kids as well. And also, while the children were leaving the premises in a school bus, they could be clearly seen in a state of shock, and they were in a situation where they were not even able to look up and speak. So this speaks about the condition that the children were kept in.
Right, absolutely. While the investigation is going on the intent of the accused there who has been shot dead, we have some information more on exactly who is Rohit Arya, the child kidnapper there. Accused Rohit Arya's anger and the kidnapping of perhaps children, they appear to stem from some non-payment for his project. That's during the tenure of the former education minister. And he is, while the investigation is going on to check the background of Rohit Arya and his family, Rohit Arya is said to be a social activist from Pune. And of course, he took this step. He clearly said in that video, "Don't trigger me." But reports with NDTV suggest that it was his anger and the kidnapping of children appear to stem from some non-payment, a payment which was not made to him. But Sujata, at this point of time, various questions, of course, being risen on why Rohit Arya took this step and why the children were kidnapped. Of course, the good news is that all the children have been rescued. But any word there from the officials after, of course, the news there of Rohit Arya being shot dead?
Well, certainly, and the Mumbai police has not yet confirmed, officially, but as per sources and reportedly, it is being told that Rohit Arya in the case, after, retaliation by the Mumbai police has been declared dead during treatment. Now, he was taken to the hospital as soon as the entire exchange of firing happened, and that is when the children were taken immediately out of the premises. But to note that Rohit Arya earlier too had circulated out a video in which he clearly stated that he is in a frustrated state of sense, and if his questions are not answered, which knowing from his background, it was about a project that he was working on since 2013. There were several questions that he needed answers of, and he also stated that he should be allowed for cross questioning too, and if that is not done, then he is going to harm these kids, but only and until action against him is not taken. So there were several of such big statements that were given by Rohit Arya. He did not name anybody though in the project, but knowing from his background, hailing from Pune, where he was working on a sanitation project since the last couple of years, is when he sought the funds for his project, and when not provided, he was again in a state where he had this frustration and anger against the system, because of which he decided to go after this step of making kids hostages first, and thereafter trying to get answers to his questions. So now that he has been pronounced dead, investigation will be carried out in that very direction. But again, it is to be noted that he had a gun kept with himself, preserved with himself, which could have been used to injure children. And to avoid that, and because as soon as Mumbai police, they tried to enter the premises first, trying to pacify it, is when, without even listening or hearing the Mumbai police first, he immediately opened a round of firing. That is when Mumbai police too had to retaliate with guns, and which is when he got injured, though he was still alive when he was taken from this very building towards the hospital. But during treatment, it is being told that is when Rohit Arya was declared dead. And what was the injury exactly? What was the situation that Mumbai police had to react in this state is something to understand first, and also about the intent that he kept these children hostages for. What was his entire situation that he took this drastic step is what the Mumbai police is too trying to know with the series of events that happened in the past.
Right, Sujata. My colleague Saurav is also joining me live from Mumbai. Saurav, what can you add to whatever Sujata has said till now? What we are learning is that Rohit Arya, the accused, has been shot dead. He succumbed to his injuries. Are you hearing any word from the officials there? Of course, all the children have been rescued and they are safe. But more on the motivation and the intent of the accused Rohit Arya, who is now pronounced dead.
Well, the police haven't commented on the motive yet, but what seems to be a motive, or at least what seems to have emerged from conversations that are there on social media, etc., and also one angle that the police currently are looking at least as far as this case is concerned, is the fact that there could have been something related to some payment. I mean, that's something that's under investigation, which is what the police are saying. But again, they're not saying anything officially, because anything that has to be a part of investigation has to be backed by evidence. So that's something that the police are looking at this point as one possible motive or one possible angle as to why Rohit Arya, the man who's been identified as the man who took at least 17 children hostage in that building in Powai, could have done it for. Now, the police had to rush in through the bathroom, and that's something that the police have said. The police mobilized moment they got information. Commandos were rushed to the area because it was treated as a hostage situation. Now, usually in the hostage situation, the police try and take down someone who's accused of holding people hostage, because if they don't take them down, what happens is that there could be a possibility of threat to the people who are being held hostage, in this case 17 children. So the police did open fire, is what we are being given to understand, and Rohit Arya was alive eventually while he was being taken to treatment, or could have reached the hospital. That bit is also still a little unclear. He succumbed to his injuries, but this is primarily how police deal with hostage situations. Mumbai in this case, the police did, sort of activate all the resources they had and rushed the spot. There was a bid to negotiate with the accused Rohit Arya, but obviously this is something that what we are being given to understand at this point is that there was a bullet fired and there was firing, and that is what Rohit Arya succumbed to. How that firing took place, who fired it, how he died, those are still details that are being processed at this point. But what we know so far is that the police had to make a forced entry through the bathroom because this was a case where there were children involved. So you have to imagine this was a very, very tricky situation to handle, and therefore the police used whatever methods they had to initially try and negotiate with him, which is usually, the steps that the police take. But then after that, when that failed, or when they realized that this was going on for too long and they had to do something, they rushed in through the bathroom, and then whatever happened has led to the loss of the life of Rohit Arya, the man who took these children hostage for over 2 hours, or nearly 2 hours at least.